Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Coco Gauff, Rafael Nadal, and others send Iga Świątek their wishes on her first Wimbledon win. 57 minutes. That's all it took for Iga Świątek to rewrite tennis history at Wimbledon. The 24-year-old Polish star didn't just win her first grass court Grand Slam title on July 12th. She obliterated Amanda Anisimova 6-0. 6-0 in a performance so dominant it left center court stunned. The first double bagel in a Wimbledon women's final since 1911, and suddenly everyone wanted to congratulate the new champion. How did tennis stars react to Iga Świątek's historic victory? The tennis world exploded on social media within minutes of Świątek's victory. Coco Gauff led the charge, posting on X to support both players in the final. "So much to be proud of, Amanda. Keep your head up," Gauff wrote, addressing Anisimova's tough loss while congratulating Świątek on her incredible performance. Meanwhile, Rafael Nadal showed appreciation for the Polish champion through his social media channels. The Spanish legend has been a long-time inspiration to Świątek, and their relationship runs deeper than most fans realize. In a recent interview, Nadal revealed that Świątek is his favorite player on the women's tour. The connection between these two champions goes beyond tennis. Świątek has often spoken about learning from Nadal's fighting spirit and determination. Their relationship has grown so close that Świątek has mentioned she can even text Nadal for advice when needed. Tennis legend Billie Jean King also joined the celebration, posting on X, "Congratulations to @IGA_Świątek, the 2025 #Wimbledon Women's Singles Champion. This is her 6th Grand Slam title." The tennis community rallied around Świątek's achievement, with many recognizing the significance of her breakthrough on grass courts. But perhaps the most heartwarming moment came courtside. Friend star Courtney Cox, who was present at the match, embraced Świątek after her victory. The actress's presence at Wimbledon and warm congratulations added a unique celebrity touch to the historic day. The congratulations kept pouring in from across the tennis world. French tennis player Caroline Garcia and Serbian former tennis player Ana Ivanovic took to their Instagram stories to wish the Wimbledon women's champion well. Both appreciated the world number 4's strong performance and congratulated her on the historic run at the All England Club. But beyond the social media celebrations, the numbers from center court told an even more remarkable story. While tennis legends praised her achievement online, Świątek's on-court dominance spoke for itself. What made Świątek's Wimbledon performance so dominant? The final was a masterclass in tennis dominance from Świątek. She broke Anisimova's serve 6 times throughout the match, while never facing a breakpoint herself. The Polish star accumulated 55 points, compared to Anisimova's 24, showcasing her complete control of the match. What made this performance even more remarkable was how Świątek achieved it. Despite hitting only 10 winners, her defensive play and strategic placement proved devastating against her opponent. She didn't need flashy shots to dominate. Instead, she controlled every rally with precision and patience. The numbers tell the story of total control. Świątek won 72% of her first serve points and converted 67% of her breakpoint opportunities. She lost just one set throughout the tournament, showing her exceptional form on a previously weakest surface. This victory was historic in multiple ways. Świątek became the fastest player to reach 100 Grand Slam match wins since Serena Williams in 2004, achieving this milestone in just 120 matches. The win also made her the youngest woman since Williams in 2002 to capture Grand Slam titles on all 3 surfaces, clay, hard, and grass. Beyond the records, this victory ended Świątek's 13-month title drought and proved that she has mastered all playing surfaces. With this win, she maintains a perfect 6-0 record in Grand Slam finals and moves closer to completing the career Grand Slam, needing only the Australian Open. A royal rally of hearts. Coco Gauff, Rafael Nadal, and tennis legends celebrate Iga Świątek's first Wimbledon crown. Wimbledon, London, July 13, 2025. As the sun dipped gently over the All England Club, casting long golden shadows across center court, The tennis world held its breath, and then erupted in joy. Iga Świątek, the Polish powerhouse known for her poise and precision on clay, had just conquered the sacred green lawns of Wimbledon for the very first time. She fell to her knees, eyes brimming with disbelief and joy. The scoreboard read 7-5, 3-6, 6-3, a hard-fought, poetic victory. But it wasn't just a personal triumph. It was a moment that united generations, nations, and legends of the sport. The Queen of Clay becomes the Empress of Grass. Świątek's Wimbledon journey had long been her greatest puzzle. Dominant on the red clay of Roland Garros, she had often seemed a step behind on grass. But in 2025, she arrived with a quiet storm, blending aggression with grace, slicing volleys like butter, and moving with the ghostly glide of a Wimbledon veteran. She adapted, said tennis analyst Mary Carrillo. She didn't just play grass-court tennis. She understood it. And as the final point landed wide off her opponent's racket, the world exhaled in admiration. But what followed next was even more remarkable. A cascade of love and celebration from the biggest names in tennis, who took to social media, press conferences, and private texts to honor Świątek's historic win. Coco Gauff. Your time, your grass, your crown. American sensation and reigning U.S. Open champion Coco Gauff was among the first to send her admiration. The two have shared the stage as part of a new golden generation, often battling fiercely on court and laughing warmly off it. On her Instagram story, Gauff posted a photo of Świątek lifting the Venus rosewater dish, captioned, "Your time, your grass, your crown. Nobody deserves it more. See you at the top, Queen Seedling Crown Greenheart." Later, in her post-match interview after a doubles win, Coco elaborated, "IGA's always been someone I've looked up to, not just for her game but her mental clarity. She doesn't chase the noise. She just builds empires with her silence. That's royalty." The two stars had faced off earlier in the season at Indian Wells, with Gauff edging out a narrow win. But today, the admiration was pure. Rafael Nadal, bravo, campeona. Wimbledon is now yours. The King of Clay, Rafael Nadal, who has often served as an inspiration for Świątek, both in style and in spirit, shared his congratulations with the heartfelt message on X, formerly Twitter. "Bravo, at IJ_Świątek. To see you grow, adapt, and now win on grass is a joy. Wimbledon is now yours. Keep making history." Flexed biceps tennis crown. In a special recorded message aired by the BBC during post-match coverage, Nadal said, "She reminds me of the way I used to feel about Wimbledon, as a dream that at first seems out of reach, until you finally touch it. She earned this not just with talent, but with work and evolution." Świątek has never hidden her admiration for Nadal. In fact, she's credited his discipline and humility as anchors during her own journey. After receiving his message, she laughed. "Now I have to frame that tweet." Roger Federer and Serena Williams. Legends salute a new one. Roger Federer, Wimbledon's unofficial patron saint, sent Świątek a personalized note through the tournament's official channels. "Dear IGA, Wimbledon loves elegance, and today it found a new ambassador. Congratulations. Enjoy every step on this sacred grass." Meanwhile, Serena Williams, who had watched the match courtside, now an icon in retirement, stood and applauded during Świątek's speech. She later posted, "Grace under pressure. Class and victory. IGA, you made grass your home. Welcome to the club Dizzy Tennis." Świątek, clearly moved by Serena's support, addressed it in her post-match conference. "To have Serena and Roger even notice me is overwhelming. But to feel their pride, it makes me want to be not just a champion, but a good one." Carlos Alcaraz. The grass is greener when you own it. Carlos Alcaraz, the defending men's champion and one of Świątek's closest contemporaries on the ATP Tour, chimed in with typical flair. "Welcome to the club. The grass is greener when you own it." Grinning face with smiling eyes crown congrats at IJ_Świątek. In a backstage clip shared by Wimbledon's social team, Alcaraz and Świątek bumped fists behind the curtains, smiling with the rare intimacy of those who know the weight of the crown. Novak Djokovic. IGA. The art of tennis is safe in your hands. Despite a recent injury keeping him out of this year's tournament, Novak Djokovic posted a poetic tribute. Some win with force, others with finesse. Iga Świątek does both. The art of tennis is safe in your hands. Congratulations on conquering the Temple of Grass. Tennis folded hands. A letter from Poland's president. President Anna Kowalska of Poland issued an open letter to Świątek. In your hands, our nation found pride. On center court, you carried the hopes of millions. You have not only won Wimbledon, Iga. You have won hearts. Celebrations broke out across Warsaw and Krakow, with public viewings turning into late-night festivals. Children waved Polish flags, and Świątek's hometown of Razin declared a local holiday in her honor. A victory woven in time. Świątek's Wimbledon triumph felt inevitable in hindsight, a matter of when, not if. But it was never handed to her. Grass courts are notoriously tricky, demanding agility, timing, and confidence. For years, Świątek had appeared mortal here, her footwork unsure, her instincts just a tick too slow. This year, however, something clicked. She brought her full self to the court, said her coach, Tomasz Wiktorowski. She didn't just play better tennis. She played smarter tennis, more fearless. And indeed, her path to the title was lined with brilliance. A three-set thriller against Aryna Sabalenka in the quarterfinals, a masterclass against Ons Jabeur in the semis, and finally, a slugfest against Elena Rybakina in the final. A champion's reflection. In the post-match ceremony, Świątek stood under the carved oak roof of the royal box, clutching the silver dish, and said, "When I first came here as a junior, I sat in the stands and imagined what it would feel like. Today, I live that dream. I thank everyone who helped me grow, my family, my team, and every opponent who made me better." She paused, smiled, and added, "And for everyone who ever doubted that a clay court girl could win here, thank you. You gave me a reason to prove it." The world watches on. As night fell and the champagne bottles popped in the locker room, the world watched, celebrated, and tweeted. Billie Jean King called it a new chapter in tennis history. Martina Navratilova called her a complete player, finally crowned on the grass. But perhaps the most poignant tribute came from an anonymous young fan, who wrote on a handmade poster held high outside Wimbledon, "Iga, you taught me that hard work turns fear into flowers." Indeed, on the sacred lawns of SW19, Iga Świątek has bloomed.